What to do when you have people in your life who actually want you to fail. Stay tuned. Hey, this is Damon from NLP Gym, bringing you cutting-edge Neuro Linguistic Programming tools, techniques, and mindsets to help you create the life that you desire. So if that sounds good, please click subscribe to this YouTube channel so you can get these videos on a regular basis. As you become more and more successful, and as you start to get more and more of what you want, and that could be material objects, or that could just be overall just being more fulfilled and happier, people in your life are going to start to notice. And what can be surprising for a lot of people is that the people you would least expect are the ones who are most uneasy about this, the ones who feel like it's not right, or that because they're not getting it as well, or they're not getting what they want, or they're unhappy, that you don't deserve it. And what can happen is that, and a lot of times this is unconscious for them, they will actually try to get in your way. They will try to sabotage you. And this may already be happening, even if you're not getting what you want, you're not having the success that you want or achieving what it is that you want. It could be happening anyway, because unfortunately people around us a lot of times don't want us to rise above. And I don't mean that in like a condescending way, like become better than them. I just mean there are a lot of people who are unsatisfied in life. And if you made the decision to develop yourself, to improve yourself so that you can improve your life, and it's working, then these other people might want to hold you back and hold you down because they want you to stay like them. Misery loves company. All of us have experienced being hurt before. And the natural reaction to that is to retaliate, to hit back, or to hurt back, whether that's with words or violently or however that might happen. And for some of us, we might act out passive aggressively, and we might act out in ways that retaliates against the other person, and they don't even know who did it or what happened. So what I'm going to tell you at this point is, if you're doing anything like that, or if you're retaliating, or you're thinking of retaliating, and you're consumed by these ideas of how to get back at somebody, stop. Let it go. It's not helping you. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you shouldn't stand up for yourself. When something is occurring and someone is doing something not nice to you or bad to you, absolutely stand up for yourself. But a lot of times these things happen very quickly, or it might not even be a situation where it happens in front of you, and the situation has passed. And especially if the situation has passed, let it go. Let go of thinking about how you're going to get your revenge. Let it go about how all the ways that you could hit that person back or hurt that person back. It's not serving you. Let those feelings go. It's tying up your emotional energy. It's tying up your focus. It's taking away from attention that you could be giving to other things. I'm also not suggesting that you just suddenly suppress all of these feelings. Yes, it's normal to have these feelings of retaliation. So accept that. Don't try to just pretend like, oh, I'm better than that and I shouldn't experience that. Accept that you're having that response, and then think about, where could you put all of that focus of your attention and all of that energy toward? The obvious answer is to put it toward something you want. Put it toward something you love doing, something you enjoy doing. Now think about this. What could be more effective in retaliating against someone who's trying to sabotage your happiness and your success than by being happy and successful? That's not the reason why you should pursue happiness and success. You should have your own reasons for doing that, your own reasons for pursuing happiness and success, and that should be quite obvious. At the same time, if you're putting your energy there and you're doing that and you're letting this other stuff go, you're letting the revenge go, that other person seeing you being happy and successful, that's the best retaliation. That's the best way to get back at them. And again, though, be very, very careful that you're not driving your success and happiness with that in mind. So it's sort of like you let it go, and it sort of takes care of that. It sort of does what you want it to do anyway, but without focusing your energy and your attention there. Now, some of you might be thinking, but they hurt me, they harmed me, and I'm justified in getting retaliation. I'm justified in hurting them back. And I would say in a legal sense, if they legally harmed you somehow, then absolutely, there is a justice system that we have in place to do that. And yes, I would recommend that, yeah, if there's legal recourse, I'm not suggesting that you let that go. It may be the right thing to do to pursue that. But not for the reasons of retaliation, but for the reasons of justice, for the reasons of you don't want them to do this to anyone else, and that they may owe you in some respects, or some situations they may actually owe you money if they damaged you financially. So I'm not suggesting that you let those things go. Let them go on a personal level, but if the proper way to proceed there is a legal way, then by all means go ahead and do that. But even so, if you're doing that and you're pursuing some sort of legal recourse, that doesn't mean that you have to be unhappy and hold a grudge while you're going through that process. Holding a grudge, not forgiving someone, these are all things that are going to bind up your energy. These are things that are going to tie you up. These are things that are going to keep you from being happy, and they're going to limit you. So the best thing that you can do is let them go and live your life to the fullest. Be happy in spite of other people trying to bring you down. There will always be people who try to bring you down. Sometimes I create videos like these, and to me, I'm putting forth the most positive message. I'm putting everything good into it, and somebody gives me a thumbs down, or somebody makes this really negative comment. And if I paid attention to all that, and if that stuff kept me up at night, then I wouldn't be able to produce good videos. I wouldn't be able to live my life and do the things that I want to do and be successful and be happy. So I may respond to those, but I don't let them bother me. I don't let them get in the way of what it is that I do here, the videos that I'm creating here, or the life that I want to live. This might not be easy for you. This isn't easy for a lot of people. It's not as easy as just saying, let it go, or forgive that person, or don't hold a grudge. I know this. So what should you do? There is this thing called NLP, not surprisingly. And NLP is loaded with skills, techniques, ways of adjusting your state to do exactly this. In fact, Stephen Connie Ray Andreas created a pattern called the forgiveness pattern. And that's something you can look up, and it's maybe not appropriate for every situation, but it's just an example of one specific technique or skill that you can use to overcome these things. Think of NLP as a life skill set. It's not the only skill set that's out there for sure, and I wouldn't even say that it's the only one you need to learn or the only one you should learn. It's one you definitely should learn to have, but not only NLP. There's lots of other wonderful self-improvement, personal development technology out there. But think about it like this. So you have this thing called MMA, mixed martial arts. There's two main things you need to know how to do in mixed martial arts. That's stand-up fight, which is punching and kicking, and you need to be able to grapple. Now there are two particular martial arts that are really good for this. Muay Thai, which is the Thai martial art of boxing or kickboxing, standing up and punching and kicking. And then there's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which is the grappling. Now, I'm not saying that these are the only martial arts that you need to know if you're an MMA fighter, but pretty set that these are two of the most powerful martial arts, and most MMA fighters have training in both of these. Why? Because they're powerful skill sets to have for the job of being in a mixed martial arts fight. So you want that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, or you want that Muay Thai, or you want something very similar. So you need to have that as a skill set. I look at NLP as something that everyone should at least have some understanding, training, and knowledge in. Because in life, this is the skill set that can help you overcome obstacles, help you achieve goals, help you get very clear about what fulfills you, what you want, how to generate motivation, how to get unstuck, how to let things go. There's so much to it that when I think about it and when it's presented to people, I'm thinking to myself, why would you not want to learn this? If you're completely new to NLP and you want to know more about it, check out more videos on this channel. I go over techniques, I go over mindsets, I go over many, many components of NLP. You will become more and more successful as you apply NLP to your life. And more than likely, there will be people in your life who want to hold you back. And like I said, let that stuff go. And if you're struggling with that, look to your NLP practice. to help you let that go, to put you in a state that's not limiting, a state that is resourceful, and a state of focusing on what it is that you want to create in your life, not what it is that you want to move away from, and not trying to hurt someone else, because that's never going to help you. Make NLP a lifelong practice, secure your success, and don't let anybody stop you in the process. Check out my website, nlp-gym.com. There you will find some free NLP training as well as some free hypnotic inductions. You can download these directly, get immediate access when you download them to your phone, your iPad, or your desktop computer. Check out NLP Gym on Facebook. There I post whatever I'm up to or whatever's going on at the time. If I'm releasing a new training or doing a talk in your area, you will find it on my Facebook page. Last but not least, if you like this video, please click like right down here. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do that now by clicking the subscribe button right here. Take care. And then what can happen is, it's really fun.